What's up, guys? It's KB. Make sure you subscribe to the Underground Sports Philadelphia YouTube channel. Click the bell icon down below so you don't miss a single video from us. And thanks for tuning in to another video from Underground Sports Philadelphia. Now let's get into it.
Philadelphia, baby, you're gonna love it. Best sports fans in the world. Actually, the worst, but that's what makes them the best.
No, I was going to say, when we start, can I start with a crack of this so I can, like, space these drinks out as much as I can?
Yeah, because you're going to get hammered on this episode.
Yeah.
Everyone, welcome to the episode where you watch Owen get hammered.
You watch me get hammered off of 2 drinks because, you know, fuck me, that's why. For understanding, my category this week for my beer league at work was triple IPAs. So this one that I'm going to start off with is Visual Fantasy. It's by Beer Tree Brew. It is 10.8%.
That's this.
And then this one, Double Dog 18, triple IPA, by Flying Dog Brewing, is 18%. So, yeah.
The 18% when you're like going to drink half of it and feel drunk.
Yeah, I might. I might, honestly. But
good thing we don't have a lot planned for this episode.
We're going to start off with a clean crack for... Ready?
That was a good one.
Felt weak on this end. I hope it sounds good.
No, it sounded fine. Also,
It smells good.
do you have note of how Mark's time was last week? Is it still in your stopwatch, or do you clear it out as soon as you end it?
I should really keep a note of this.
Yeah, like forget my time.
I do not have his time.
Okay.
So all right. So then.
We can listen back to it because we said it.
Let's do this tonight. Let's do the first 2 Pints and Pit Stops were practice rounds.
Well, no. If we go back, we said it in the recording, so we can just go back and listen to it.
That's true.
And then we can mark his down. But yeah, my first one. Well, no, we can go back and listen to mine too. But mine was just embarrassing.
Oh, this is a shitty pour, Owen. This is a shitty... Actually, that turned out much better than I thought. Just a little foam on the top.
Oh, it's very light compared to last week's.
Yes, yeah. A much lighter beer.
It looks like it's going to be sour.
That is good. I mean, you can like feel the hops in it.
Oh, that I would not like it.
That's good.
It's too hoppy of a beer.
I also need to. I said that this would be great for my Untapped history.
Oh yeah.
And I haven't uploaded any of the beers so far that I've had in Untapped, so I'm doing that.
What I finished the other night? The white wine from the one winery, the Atwater one, the one that had the race car on it.
Oh yeah.
Tried a little on the last sip.
All right, well, yeah, on that note, welcome, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Episode 40.
Episode 40. Big milestone.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to hit the big 5-0 in 10 weeks.
Which is like, we're going to hit the 50, like, right before the season.
Wow, that's perfect, then.
Or, like, right at the beginning of the season.
A big, like, extravaganza for the season. Wow, when we hit 50 episodes, I'll be married.
Whoa. Yeah, you will.
Whoa. All right.
When we hit 45, you'll be married.
45, I'll be married. You're right.
We're doing one next week and not the week after, we said, because of Christmas. And then.
All right. Well, yeah. Welcome. As always, my name is Casey, who is letting out a fucking huge yawn over there. Damn.
I'm so tired.
Her name's Casey. My name is Owen. We normally have our names up on our boxes.
Oh,
not there
I'm
today.
So sorry.
Nice little segue into calling Casey out for that. Welcome. This is a weekly podcast. If you're new here, this is a weekly podcast where we talk about everything related to F1. Casey and I both got into F1 through Drive to Survive. We're their fans. Sorry. And now we love the sport. We watch it every weekend when it's on, and we want to learn as much as we can about it, and we want to invite everybody to come along and learn about the sport with us. So jumping right into it, we always start with the week.
Wait, fix your microphone. Sounds like you're underwater.
Case, you want to go first?
Oh, I can hear you now.
That was weird. I literally moved it like a couple inches back.
It sounded like you were underwater. But yes, I will go first. Okay, so
Go first, since you actually are showing your memes and I'm not.
Yeah. Before I bring it up there, because I want your initial reaction. If I had to see this, everyone else has to see it. I literally just posted this on Threads. Someone out there, whoever did this,
So scared.
edited Charlotte Leclerc to have extremely short hair, and it's like a cursed image. Like, think of that Demi Lovato meme where it looks like it's not actually Demi Lovato, where it looks like she has very short hair. Yeah, here you go. Here's one.
It looks like me, and I hate it.
He does look like you.
Get that off my screen.
He does look like you.
Get that off my screen.
So that's one of them. There's these. I have 3 pictures, but they're all the same thing. So this is one of them.
7 layers.
This is the second one. It's even worse.
That's awful.
Because this one looks like it's like greasy and whatever.
I took my hair this morning when I woke up.
Yeah, it's awful. He does not pull off the very short. I mean, even pictures I've seen of him as like a child, he always has longer hair. Like he had the Justin Bieber cut. Like it's never been that short. It does not work. Right. And then someone went as far as removed it all. Oh.
First of all, no. Second of all, what the hell does De Palos mean?
I don't know.
Translate De Palos to English. I hope it's something hilarious.
This means bald.
De Palos. So Portuguese to English is of hair. Let me try
Spanish.
Maybe it's a Spanish saying. I can't find Spanish. There it is. De Palos just means of hair again. So something to do with hair. I'm going to assume no hair. That's disgusting. That is awful.
So yes, if I had to see that.
Although I'm really tempted to make that my like iCloud image.
Because the first one really does look like you. Because it's like the way the angle is of his like, and like the smile, it really does look like you. But yeah, whoever did that.
I hate it.
I will see you.
No thanks.
But you also have to share your screen.
I can't share my screen.
Oh, yeah, okay.
It's on my phone.
Okay.
So, all right. So my meme of the week, like I said, I actually have 2 this week, which normally is a Casey thing, but it's my turn now.
I was struggling until I saw those pictures, so.
Yeah, that was good. That was disgusting, but good. Good choice.
That's gross. You're going to see that in the night.
So the first one I have is obviously in the off season. A lot of the drivers like to do sim racing and stream it sometimes. Lando Norris, Max Verstappen has done it in the past. So this clip I found is Max streaming. You can kind of see it.
Oh, is this from today? Is this when P walks in?
No.
Oh.
So it says even Max Verstappen is tired of the shit.
Oh.
I don't know who he's playing with, but they start blasting the Dutch national anthem. And his immediate reaction is, stop this shit.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know if you'll be able to hear it, but it's like.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, stop this shit. Like, so I thought it was funny that he's like, even Max is sick of this anthem.
I'll send you the link because someone asked me yesterday because Lando was streaming yesterday and today on Twitch, but Max does it with like a esports like sim racing. They have a team and they go live pretty frequently. Max does it a lot because that was I think yesterday. But there's another one. His girlfriend's daughter always walks in and like bugs him in the middle. She's like little. She's like 4 or 5 maybe. But today she's like in there and all of a sudden you hear Max go, he's like, Penelope, you have to go take a shower. And she loses it. She starts freaking out and crying and comes over and is like, no, I don't want to leave you. Like crying, throwing a temper tantrum on the stream. And then someone starts playing the so he just was like, what's happening? We're like, sorry, Max. Didn't know. Don't you know you're kind of like a stepdad? Okay, what's your second one?
My second one, Casey, you're going to feel personally attacked by this. I'm sure you've seen it already.
Oh, it's the F1 animation.
No, it's not animation. So there's been that trend going around on like TikTok and Instagram where it's like, we're so and so, we do this. We're so and so, we do like,
Mhm.
I saw one the other day, was like, we're married with no kids. We take long walks in the morning and like,
Yeah.
stuff like that, right? So I found one and it says, we're F1 fangirls. And it's, you have to hear that, you have to listen to the first one because the first one's perfect. The first one describes it perfectly. Ready? Let me turn up volume.
Wait, can you show me a screen?
We're gonna say incident instead of incident. We're F1 fangirls. We're gonna get hate for talking about Ferrari ice pack videos, even though it's the team that posts it. We're F1 fangirls. We're gonna have a closet full of Enchante merch because we have no financial control. We're gonna have to know twice as much as your favorite male F1 creators to be respected half as much. We're F1 fangirls. We're not allowed to say that we're Formula One fans because we got into it through Drive to Survive. We're F1 fangirls. We're gonna be depressed for an entire week if our favorite driver DNFs. We're F1 fangirls. We've seen the TikTok that you sent us, but we're going to pretend that we did it. We're F1 fangirls.
Well, I can pretend I didn't see that one. I love those girls. I saw them for a while.
Yes, I thought that was funny just because it makes a lot of good points. And the one that I think, obviously, we can both relate to is we got into it to Drive to Survive, so we're not real fans. And it's just like, we've seen numerous people just being like, oh, you only like it because of Drive to Survive. And it's, yeah, it's what got me into the sport. Like,
no, and they're open and honest with it. They got into the sport because of Drive to Survive.
Yeah,
like the one girl, their names are Hannah and Zoe. I've listened to them all the time. They're good. For who I think it was Zoe posted one today. Is like, how did you get into it? Like, no matter what, because she was like 2 years ago, I had no clue what it was until I watched Drive to Survive. So I commented, I was like, a year ago, I had a year to Miami, I had no idea what it was because. Until I got like random Charlotte Leclerc TikTok edits on my For You page, saw the Red Bull car in Fort Lauderdale when we were there for Jenna's Bachelorette, came home, binged it, and I was like, never looked back. Yeah.
But yeah,
no, that's one.
I thought it was funny. I thought you'd feel a little attacked and also seen by it. So
I feel seen.
Yeah. But that's my two meme of the week. Sorry, it's not a screen share for our visual listeners. And I hope the audio didn't sound terrible.
No, it sounds fine. You could hear Max Verstappen saying, cut it out. You could hear them. Yeah. But yes. But moving on, the meme of the week is over. Weekly news, because we started talking about it last week. Let me find that tweet I put out because I post their threads.
I have a bit of news as well as this. It's not really news, it's a fun fact.
Oh yeah, go to your fun fact while I look for this.
So, I found a thing the other day. I saw an Instagram reel of Art and Senna's funeral. And there's a point in the funeral where his wife takes her head and puts it on his helmet, like is holding his helmet and essentially goes like this and just like is staring into the helmet.
Yeah.
And on the bottom, it was like the screen was split in half. On the bottom, there was a scene from Iron Man 3. Where Pepper thinks Tony is dead, and she does the same thing. And I was like, oh, that's a cool little parallel, but like, I'm definitely not like inspired by it or like connected. And then the comment says that the director of Iron Man 3 was like, no, I put that scene in there because of Art and Senna's funeral.
Oh,
like,
wow.
He goes, that is a direct pull from Art and Senna's funeral. So I was like, let me look this up, make sure it's not, fake news on Instagram and just somebody's making bullshit. So then I looked it up and I found the thing from an article that was like, yeah, it was he had watched his funeral and saw that scene. And obviously timeline is like, not really, but he knew that she did that and was like, had Pepper do the same thing in the movie. So Iron Man 3 has a direct connection to Formula One now.
But doesn't Iron Man 2, doesn't he race in Monaco? We've talked about
this. He does race in Monaco on Iron Man 2, yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So the Iron Man director just loves F1.
So, yeah, I thought that was a cool little fun fact.
Oh, that's fun. That's because it's obviously not like straight up a race. It's more of a specific little detail. That's cool though.
Yeah.
No, I like that. We talked about this last week quickly with Mark because it was the first day this news broke about the investigation with the Wolves.
Yes.
Versus FIA saying that Susie the head of F1 Academy was sharing information with the F1 team principal. That's where we left it off. That's all we knew last Tuesday when we recorded. That was it. Wednesday, the teams banded together, not to bring Marvel back into it, but it's literally like they said, Avengers Assemble, and they all released the same statement at the same exact time. Every team. The poor Alfa Romeo admin was literally getting ridiculed because they were the last one by like 10 minutes, and people were like, it was Alfa Romeo? They're like, Valtteri Bottas, are you like telling on your former team principal?
Are you all right?
Are you okay? People literally were screenshotting like DMs they were sending to the Instagram page. They were like, what is going on? So no, they ended up putting it out. All the statement was the same. Basically saying that none of them complained to the FIA. They didn't bring any of the accusations forward. It was more that they support F1 Academy and having their livery on cars next season. That was it for then.
Right.
The next day, FIA announces that they're abandoning the investigation. They're just wrapping it up.
Dropping everything.
Dropping it. Toto then, through Mercedes. Well, first of all, when all the teams are putting out statements, people were like, Mercedes didn't put out a statement. Mercedes didn't put out a statement. I was like, Mercedes put out their own statement right away on Tuesday. Like, Mercedes and Susie put it out right away. So Mercedes the next day puts out a statement, and it says that they are looking into legal action because of what it, like, started. Susie then puts out another strongly worded statement, basically also stating, like, kind of alluding to, like, her relationship with her husband, and then, like, the stuff with her being a woman and all this stuff, and it was just, her statement was good. But yeah, so it was Tuesday the news broke. Wednesday, team said Avengers Assemble. Thursday, it was dropped. Toto and Susie put out a statement. Mercedes leads to that they're still going to be looking into legal action.
Right.
Friday is the FIA prize gala. FIA puts a statement out that Ben, the president of FIA, was sick, fell, had a concussion, was in the hospital. He would be missing the FIA gala. A rally car driver, a little bit later, posts a picture with the FIA president at the gala. People then are like, is he fine? But also, before that, people were like, what's the timeline? Because his personal Twitter was posting pictures from different events leading up to the gala.
Right.
And then FIA was also posting things leading up to the gala showing him. So people were like, okay, when did he get sick? People were like, if he really is concussed, I hope he's okay. But yeah, then you see those pictures from the rally car driver, and then he walks on stage at the gala and talks. I literally was watching it, and when he came on the stage, I was like, FIA, just keep taking yourself deeper and deeper.
It's such a comical roller coaster of just everything you just said. Oh, he's sick. Oh, wait, no, he's not. He's at the gala. Oh, wait, never mind. He's at the gala because of a rally car driver. Oh, wait, never mind. He's at the gala because now he's speaking.
And, the statement was sent through, FIA journal, other F1 motorsport journalists. It wasn't, it was sent out through them. And then people were saying, I think on Threads or on X, I saw people talking about it, saying that, the news and media in Baku was saying he was fine and released earlier that day. But, why did you release the statement? Because it just looks like he was trying to get out of it.
Yeah.
Lewis said a very nice thing. Because there's, the press conference before the awards, and Lewis said some things, and literally he could have said the president's name, but then decided not to. You saw him, pause and then continue without not saying it. But yeah, no. Last week was literally an emotion. People are like, it's only the second week in the off season. Can you please slow down? So this is
stop this now, please.
Yeah. So Sunday night I put, okay, let's recap last week, and then I literally go, Susie and Toto Wolff versus the FIA. Teams say Avengers Assemble. FIA drops the investigation. Mercedes talk about legal action. Top officials in F1 are questioning the president. FIA say he was sick, fell, was in the hospital, would not be at the gala. He shows up anyway. Oh, Lewis and his trophy.
Lewis and the trophy with the middle finger.
Yes. So yeah. Lewis gives a subtle middle finger. Then apparently he gets off stage and they put them on the table for the FIA to send back to the teams. This kid thought Lewis gave him the trophy. So he took the trophy. So then people were saying the trophy was stolen and they couldn't find it. The kid put out a statement saying like he was a misunderstanding. Lewis must have thought when I said, "Oh, can I take it?" He must have thought I worked for the FIA. Trophy is now on its way back to Mercedes. But yeah, that was all within 7 days. Not even. That was all within 5.
It's fantastic.
That's what
we said this with Mark last week, but they really know how to keep us content creators in the
Even this week it's been like nothing. By this time last week, Tuesday was a shit show right before we started recording.
Yep.
Like all hell was breaking loose. This week we've just had Lando live streaming and Max live streaming.
Yep.
That's it. But yeah, that was F1 off season week 2, and we still have like 5 to go. So let's see what else.
I just discovered this today, and I just forgot about it until now. I have a little bit of news to share.
Oh, okay.
And it regards our own show.
Is this what we know already?
No, you don't know this, actually. I'm telling you, I just discovered this at work today, and I'm sharing my screen with you to see. So you can show it to everybody.
Okay.
So I'm going to go over here for a second because I don't want to talk about it. I don't want anybody to see it before it gets ruined. So on Google, in this whole AI kick, Google now will give you a generative AI answer at the top of the page when you search up something. Hey, what's 5 times 10? Instead of scrolling through links, it'll just generate an answer for you, which is nice. But with many AIs, it can be wrong sometimes. So today, when I was trying to do my research and finalize all of my favorite liveries and helmets, which we'll talk about later, I did a Google search for our podcast because I remember that you would put out threads for, here's the helmets for this weekend, here's the weekend stuff. And I'm like, that's a great resource. Perfect, right? So I do a quick Google of our podcast, and I type in Underground F1. I can never keep it in my mind which it is, Underground F1 or F1 Underground. Yeah. I think it's because of our social media handles, but regardless, right? Google comes up with this answer and says,
"Can you zoom in? I can't see it."
Let me read it. So it says, F1 Underground is a podcast that recaptures the 2023 Formula One season. It is hosted by Mark Schofield of SB Nation. So apparently our own show was stolen from us by Mark. I want to post this clip and call him out for it. So thanks, Mark, for stealing our show. But yeah, so, and then he sees, some of our socials. F1 Underground is available on Apple Podcasts, which we are. We also have a Twitter account at Underground F1. That's important. We have a Twitter account, people. We have a Twitter account.
Followers, man.
103 now. All right. So just now I just did this Google search, found this, wanted to share it. But then I also was like, let me search F1 Underground because that's the real name of the show, right? And it does come up with the right answer. F1 Underground is a podcast, Underground Sports Philadelphia Network. The podcast is hosted by Casey and Owen Liberatore, who provide the latest information about the sport, which is a very good answer.
Yeah, it's a good answer.
Generative AI. But yeah, just thought it was funny. Mark, give us back our fucking show. Stole it from us.
He said, that's mine. He said he's been a guest 3 times. He's taking it back.
Yeah, this isn't like squatters' rights.
Yeah.
But yeah, just thought it was funny. Just a little piece of news about our own show that we didn't even know.
I like it. I also saw, I can't find the tweet now. Hold on, I could find it. Alpine let someone go today, or someone stepped away from Alpine.
I did see this.
Another one.
Yeah.
After 3-year collaboration, Alpine Racing will mutually part ways with Director of Racing Expansion Progress, David Brivo, at the end of 2023. Nothing crazy. People are saying that team will be sold in a span of however long. And then I also saw another one. It said Alpine or Renault team principals since 2020. It's been like 5.
Damn.
There's been it was an insane amount of people. I'm like, okay. But yes, okay. Moving on to Pints and Pit Stops. Okay.
I'm just giving an update. We're at 104 followers on Twitter.
Okay.
Vindication for myself. All right.
I literally posted earlier today on Threads. I said,
too, on this tweet I put out earlier, I pumped our threads. Why am I doing that? I don't
you
need
pumped our threads. I didn't think you were going to. I said, big day for Owen. We have finally hit 100 followers on the Bird app.
Yes.
That's when Formula Law, if you want to say them, the ones that she tweeted for us, said, well done. I said, thank you. Just a little closer to what you have over there, LOL. And she said, getting there. And then she literally posted about us, so I was very shocked to see that. So
that was a huge shout out, and thank you so much for
she's
for
great.
posting that Formula Law. That was massive. When I saw that notification come through that we were mentioned in a tweet, and it literally was just like, hey, go follow my friends. They're doing cool stuff. I was like, holy shit! Like,
she's a massive Lance Stroll fan.
She is a massive Lance. I saw 3 tweets, and I was like, oh, she's a Lance Stroll fan.
Yeah,
We had some disagreements then on her.
A few weeks ago, she went to I think it was her and her dad. She went to the Aston Martin, what's it called? Aston Martin factory.
Yeah.
Also today, when I posted on Threads saying calling on F1 fans, let me know, say hi, who you root for, let's be friends. We have people from all over. Someone in Kenya that follows us.
That's awesome.
That was mind blowing.
We love to see that.
But yes, moving on to Pints and Pit Stops. Threads know this. I am asking Owen the questions today, and it's all about, drumroll please, Charlotte Claire.
How did I know that already? How did I know that? And it was, you never even said a word to me.
So yes, I have 5, right? 5 questions?
5 questions is what I aim to go for.
I think you get 3 out of the 5.
None of the questions.
Actually, maybe 2 out of the 5. I don't know if you know the first one. Are you doing how's that beer?
Are my cheeks red yet? I can already feel it in my stomach. That's the issue.
Oh no.
God, it's so heavy. This is a triple. It's so heavy. No, you do the timer because you have to go 3, 2, 1, go, and then.
Yeah, but okay.
Do it on Oh, I always have my iPad up. The questions.
Yeah, I don't have my iPad up. Hold on, I can open up. It should open up on my notes app on my computer.
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
yes, it should.
Okay.
In other news, in Philadelphia news, Abbott Elementary Season 3, February 7th.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Also, in other Philadelphia news, did you see that, the logs during Christmas time, you can put them on TV?
Yeah.
There's one on 9th Street at the Italian market. It's people that light trash can on fire. What for 2 hours.
That's fantastic. We have to put that on for Christmas
There's
morning.
literally no other Philadelphia. That's Philadelphia in a 2-hour video.
That's so good.
Yes. Okay. Do you have anything else to say? Pints and Pit Stops?
I have nothing. I now understand what it's like to be on the other side of this.
I should have worked with Mark to give you some questions. You can go and payback.
All right.
Okay. Ready? Wait, am I starting on a go?
Yeah, it's whatever you want, but you just have to tell me.
Boop, boop, boop. Lights out and away we go.
I typically say 3, 2, 1, go, and I start the clock on go.
Okay. Ready? 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, hold on. 3, 2, 1, go. When's his birthday?
February 19th. I don't know.
Where's he from?
Monaco.
What does he say on the radio when he crashes in Castle Corner?
Oh, I'm an idiot. Or I'm stupid.
Yeah, good. When did he score his first Grand Slam of his career?
Last year? I don't know the Grand Prix.
Where did he score his first points in F1?
Monaco.
That was 2887.
I know nothing about him.
Okay. His birthday, I thought you would have known this because it's his number. He's October 16th.
I didn't know that, but I will know that now. Hey, I was pretty close with the guess, though, on the date, at least. I said the 19th.
19th, just the wrong month.
Yeah, well, you know.
Where's he from? Obviously, Monaco. He says, I am stupid, when he crashes in the castle corner.
I'm stupid.
Yeah, so good thing you switched it because you said I'm an idiot or something first.
Idiot. Yeah, I knew it was some form of self-degradation.
Yeah, which happens a lot. He scored his first Grand Slam of his career in Australia of 2022.
All right, so I was right with last year.
You just didn't notice it, yeah. And it's like one of the first ones in Ferrari's history since like Schumacher forever ago. And then he scored his first points in Azerbaijan Grand Prix when he was with Alpha.
Azerbaijan. Good to know.
Mm-hmm. Which I think if you listen, you know how you can go back and like listen to radio? He gets so excited, so he like curses and he's like, ooh, sorry I cursed. Like he was such a child.
So where does that stack with? Oh, we don't know, Mark. We forget.
Well, I have to listen back. I took a screenshot, so.
That's right.
I took a screenshot, but you were 2887.
That's not bad.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
You just didn't get stuck on the answers. That was good because, like my first time, I was stuck on trying to figure out an answer, and that's what messed me up more. Okay.
Oh, your time is a 45-80.
Oh, that's disgusting.
I have the first notes right here.
Okay.
I'm gonna start a table,
and then we can just listen. I'll listen back, or you listen back for
times.
Mark.
Because then we can look back and figure it out. But so let's do Casey was 45-80. Riveting content, editing a table. Not lively here. Owen, what was I? 28-87?
Yep.
All right. So right now, 28-87. As it stands right now, I am the fastest, but we don't know what Mark got. I'm pretty sure Mark got like a 24 something.
Yeah, he was. I think he might be in the lead right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you a whiteboard for Christmas. I already have your gifts, so I'm gonna get you another one.
Please do.
A standing one, so I can like stand behind you.
Yeah, I can roll it in right here. And write like big letters. Absolutely.
Okay. Moving on. So this week, obviously, no races.
I'm so excited
to talk
about this.
So am I. Not a lot of news. So we're gonna talk about. We've talked about some throughout the season, but we want to talk about the best helmets of the season and the best liveries of the season. What's the matter?
I don't have a bottle opener.
Oh. Do you need to get up and move?
No. I don't know if I have one in here. If not, I'll just drink it after we're done.
Where's your groom's gifts?
Up there. I don't want to show them on air. I don't know.
I
if they listen to this.
But yeah, so we want to talk about the best helmets and liveries of the season. I posted on threads about both. We got a lot of traction, people giving their opinions. And then we also are going to give our top 5 for both. So what do you want to do? Give top 5?
No, let's go through people's
Let's
first.
do liveries first because there's not that many.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so obviously liveries, I put a graphic out there was 18 from the entire season. This was much easier to go through Instagrams and figure out special ones. Yeah. Helmets, that's why I gave up on helmets and only gave 2. Also, shout out to McLaren's budget because they had 5.
Yeah, McLaren's.
McLaren raced with special liveries more than they did their normal one because like the chrome one or the blacked out one was used twice.
Yeah.
So, but yes. So I put numbers. So there might be numbers, or I can look back, or if you're looking. So I asked what they thought there was, or ranked their top 5 as well. Someone named David said he loved distinctive, colorful ones. Alpine and McLaren obviously spring to mind. And then he said, here are my rankings. Let me click into it. Hold on. Oh, this guy gave details. Loved it. Okay, so number 1 was Alpine. His top choice was the normal Alpine, like a normal blue. He said the pink was just a little too much for him.
That's fair.
Yeah. McLaren was number 2. Hard to say which of the McLarens were best. He always liked seeing the orange papaya in the race, though. Which good. I do like the orange papaya.
Yeah, good answer.
What?
I'm saying good. It's a good answer.
Yeah. He also gave like normal ones. So he also liked Aston Martin. Missing from your picks are Aston Martin, which had just the most beautiful metallic green. They should be third. Yeah. I didn't post any of the normal liveries for the cars. I posted any of the special ones. That's why they're missing.
Aston Martin's livery with the green, very good. I
Yeah,
do agree with what
very
he's
nice.
saying. Yeah.
It's like an emerald green. It is really nice. Then he said 4 Red Bull. Red Bull's livery was solid, just a bit dark for my taste, though. I also agree.
Yeah.
Very dark. 5, he says. Oh, he goes a lot of rankings. 5, Ferrari. Ferrari is always good. It's a little bit boring. I can't decide whether they should be higher because of their bright red or lower because that's all they are. Their red and yellow number 4, which is the Monza, is much better than the red and white from Vegas. Williams number 6. He quite liked Williams liveries. If they ran more with 16, what 16 are you looking at it?
Yeah, 16 is the Golf Williams, the lighter blue.
He said if they ran more with 16 than the darker blue, I probably would have them ranked up higher.
Yeah.
AlphaTauri distinctive but not colorful enough. Agree. Haas, nothing special. Agree. Yeah. Then he keeps going. Mercedes, he has 9th. And then Alfa Romeo, he has 10th. But yeah. Let's keep going. I'll go back.
I like it.
I forgot that guy gave great details.
Thank you, David Mercer. That was awesome.
Yeah. She's predictable. She's a number 1 McLaren fan, so she gives 7, 10, 9, 8, and 16. So 7 is the chrome McLaren. 10 is
that's the stealth.
The stealth one. 9 is the one they just have for Abu Dhabi with the Vuse or whatever. 8 is the Jack Daniels. One. And then 16 she threw in the golf livery from Williams. But she said, I said I could have picked out yours, and she said, to be fair, I did pick a Williams above a McLaren. Casper put 7, 2, 10, 16, and 4. So 7 chrome.
7 is chrome. 2 is Vegas Red Bull. 16 is Golf Williams.
4.
Blue is just so good. What came after that one?
4.
4 is Monza Ferrari, yellow Ferrari.
Yeah, that's good. That's it. And then next, David, he put the Red Bulls Miami as number 1, Ferrari Monza number 2, Williams Silverstone number 3. That is a nice one for Williams.
Williams.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Haas obviously Coda is the only one they had, and then he has 5 as the Red Bull from Vegas.
Yeah.
And then Sarah put 3, 4, 7, 14, and 5.
3 is Vegas Red Bull? No.
Is it purple?
Yes.
Yeah, that's Vegas.
With the stripes?
Hold on.
No, Vegas has like the
no, that's Miami. That's Miami.
Okay, so Miami, Monza Ferrari, white Ferrari, right? You said 3, 4, 5?
3, 4, 7.
3, 4, 7. I'm sorry. Chrome McLaren.
14.
14 is Alfa Romeo's.
And then 15.
15 is Silverstone Williams.
And then if she could put one more, the 18, which is Haas.
Which is Haas Coda. Yeah.
Yeah. A lot of people liked the Alfa Romeo's Monza. That one is beautiful.
It is.
Jeffrey.
It's a gorgeous livery.
Yeah. Jennifer put 5, 6, 15, and 16.
5 is the white Ferrari. 6 is the Triple Crown McLaren, which is
that one's pretty
gorgeous.
Yeah.
What was after 6? I'm sorry.
15, 16.
15 is Silverstone Williams. 16 is Golf Williams.
Perfect. Next, Billy he just said, as much as I hate to admit it, I think the Red Bull Vegas is his number 1. When we went back and forth, that one is it's Vegas. If you just when you look at that one, that's what he says. He thinks it's the most Vegas out of any of them, which I agree.
Stands out very well as this is a Vegas race.
Yeah, and the way they had dropped it in the club in the middle of the night,
yeah, the on there with the neon art decals. Some of them are cards. Some of them look like I think they're poker chips. Like it looks very, very visually stunning, which is just what Vegas is. Like it just pops out at you.
Yeah. A few more. I don't know her name, but her username's better be a book. 14 7 8 16 4.
Wow, a lot of people are liking alphas more than I thought.
That Alpha Monza is the best one. Okay, next Daniel says 16, although 14 runs it pretty damn close.
Yeah.
And then Mords, I'm probably saying that wrong. Our friend from Kenya posted that it has to be Alpha's Monza livery, but both Ferrari liveries were pretty good too. Wow. Others that I like are McLaren's Chrome livery 7, and then Red Bull's Vegas livery. But yeah, do you want to give ours?
Yeah, a lot of great options.
Yeah,
a lot of great options. Do we want to do R5 now?
Yeah.
While we're still on the liveries, I gotta say, looking at all these, I forgot about some of them.
So did I.
I definitely think that I'm spoiling a little bit here, but Silverstone Williams looks very good. The dark blue with just the white decals on it, especially the white Union Jack symbol, like half Union Jack, looks phenomenal. It's very, very good.
It was like simple but effective. That one.
Yeah, very, very good.
Do you just want to run down your top 5 or go 5?
I can do my top 5. I'm gonna go 5 up.
Yeah.
So at number 5, this might come as a bit as a shock. I have the McLaren Chrome.
Oh,
livery.
You're joking, but you're dead serious.
I love it. I think it's great. I think it's awesome. Looking at some of it here against other options, I'm like kind of want to switch it around, but I think it's good. It's just Chrome to me is not like Chrome just doesn't pop to me as a color. So that's why it's at the bottom. Number 4, the Vegas Ferrari White.
Ooh.
I love
that. Grew on me. I hated it first.
I love white things. I like anything white just looks so clean and classic and just stands out, and it's like this just looks good. Like white shoes I love, but the toughest things because you get them dirty and then it's like god damn it. But the only critique I have about this car, and we talked about it before the Vegas race, I wish it was a little bit more. Like I wish there was more white on it.
Compared to red. Yes.
Yeah, like I almost wish like the primary color was white and the decals were red.
Oh, that would have been beautiful.
That would have been awesome. My third favorite is Monza Ferrari.
Oh.
I think part of it is I love the idea behind it and the purpose behind it, with it celebrating the victory at Le Mans and having those yellow decals in there just to highlight that is really cool. It's really cool to see them honor that and just like, hey, you guys did an awesome job. Here you go.
Yeah.
Also, like you think of Ferrari, you naturally think of red, but the secondary color of Ferrari and it's the background color of their logo is yellow. So it's like, yeah, it makes sense. You know, it works.
I think I like their one from the Monza one from last year. I like the whole thing with the yellow race suits.
Yes.
A touch more yellow. They just went all yellow. That last year blew it out of the park. They set themselves up for failure this year with going that out of the water.
It all worked so well. My second, the Williams Golf livery. Yeah. Just like look at it. It's so...
No, I thought you were going to have it higher.
It's so unique.
It's so unique.
It's so unique. And it just pops out at you. And it's such a good design with the orange. The orange and the light blue just flow so well together. And they just work. And it reminds me of like... I'll say this. Obviously, my favorite car has always been Camaro. And it's always been Mustang versus Camaro. There's no there's one kind of Mustang on the road that always catches my attention, and it's like a sky blue Mustang.
Mhm.
When that drives past me on the road, I'm like, that looks fucking awesome. And they're kind of tapping into that with this Williams livery. It's just like, that looks cool. It's such a color you wouldn't expect.
No.
It's great. And my number one,
Drum roll.
top favorite livery of this year, the McLaren Stealth.
Yeah, okay.
The black and the orange.
You did love that one.
Partly because of the Flyers, because it's cool, because it's like
Yep.
my favorite F1 team, my favorite hockey team, same colors, right? But the black just looks so sleek, and it's like their primary livery is good because it has that fusion of the black and the orange, and I've never really loved the combination of like the black, blue, and orange.
Mm-hmm.
So with the Stealth one, they take that out, they take the blue out, and it's just strictly black and orange. And I love that it's pretty much just the side panels, the side pods are black, and then it's like a racing stripe down the middle on the top is orange. It just looks.
They did what we wish Ferrari for Vegas did. It was mostly black
yes,
with a hint of
exactly.
orange. Yeah.
And it's just, it looks so clean. It looks so menacing. And it's just like hitting that feeling of just like, fuck around and find out. Like,
Well, and the races they had for it too, it was the night races under the light. So, like,
right.
more effective. Yeah, no, that looks sick.
It looks so good. And it, like, just the name too, like the Stealth livery is like, it reminds me of like a fucking Batmobile. Like,
It does.
it's so cool. I love it.
It does. It does.
That's my number one.
Okay. All right.
That's the one I'm also begging that Lego makes a
you want that one so bad.
model after. Even if they just did the regular livery from this year, I'd be so happy. But they just
they have last year, so they just needed this year's car.
Right. They have last year's, but it's got the blue in it. And I'm just like, I want it, but I'm like, I don't love the blue.
No, I don't like the blue either. Doesn't work.
Yeah.
Um,
Close runner-up for first was the Triple Crown livery. Because like I said, it incorporates that white aspect of it too. It's kind of hitting all those marks for me with like the black and the white and the orange and everything. But there's just something so mean and just badass about the black and the orange on the Stealth livery that I just couldn't not put it number one.
Okay. My number 5, I must say my number 5th. My number 5.
My number 5th
is William Silverstone.
That's good. That is
I completely forgot about it. Until when I was going through the pictures, and I was like, oh yeah. I was like, that one's just so good. It's just clean. They still have the Duracell battery at the top.
Yep.
I just think it's also the deep blue. It's a good deep blue. With the Union Jack. Yeah. That one, simple but effective. Obviously worked for their home race in Silverstone. Number 4.
Deep blue looks really good.
Yeah. Number 4, the Alfa Romeo Monza. That one.
Okay.
I love that one. I just love the Italian flag. It was simple, obviously, because Monza's also Alfa Romeo's home race. It just obviously screams Italy when you see the flag going down. It's like the flag and then the rest is black. So I did like that one. 4th. 3rd, Ferrari Vegas.
Okay. All right.
Like you, I wish I did a little more white with a hint of red.
Right.
I mean, they could have taken inspiration from Charles Leclerc's race suits, like from the Monaco race suit. It was all red with a hint of white. All white with a hint of red. They could have done that for livery. It did grow on me because when it first came out, I was like, it looks boring. But when they first released the images, it was like the video game rendering. So it's not like the real car. And until you see it on the track under the Vegas lights in real time.
Look at the picture that we have here on our threads, on the thread post. And just in your mind, do a swap of the white and the red. And
it would just be
how cool that would look.
It would be so much better. Like literally swap. Everything that's white is red, and everything that's red is white.
Would look so good.
Yeah, it would look 10 times better. Yeah, I agree. My notes app, and then my number 2, McLaren Triple Crown.
Yes. Yes. was hoping
That
the
one-
one was in there.
That one is so clean, but it's so effective, and I liked how they like took in all their under the whole McLaren umbrella and brought it together. That was the one, obviously Triple Crown, but that was one they had for Monaco, and it just. I'm not gonna say it looks classy, but it makes sense for Monaco, if that makes sense.
No, I completely agree.
It's simple, but yeah, it was pretty. I wish they could have done that one longer. Or that's like their design for the next year, because I do like the split as well.
It's such a simple idea.
Yeah.
Just like, let's just take these 3 colors and put them like side by side on the car, and it works. It works so well.
And then number 1, I think we all can guess what I'm going to say.
I have a feeling.
The Williams golf livery. That one is beautiful.
Yeah.
I think it's the powder blue, because we're also spoiled with the Phillies powder blue. It's that same color blue.
I didn't even put that together.
Okay, hear me out. If the New York Islanders took that color scheme for their jerseys would be 10 times better.
Oh, 100%.
Because New York Islanders color scheme is the old McLaren colors with the blue. Like, that's what it is. But if it's just the powder blue with the orange, and then the whole thing, like the fact that they had like the pit crew in the race suits. I mean, the race suits were beautiful as well, but then they had like the orange golf helmets. It was just and we were spoiled. We got it for multiple weekends. It was
yeah. What was it, like 3 weekends we got it or something like that?
2 or 3, yeah.
Yeah.
It was, and it was one they did like the contest. You could have voted on it top 3.
Yeah.
And every single one was good, but this one blew it out of the park.
It is. It really is. It's just the powder blue.
Yeah, it's the powder blue.
It just looks so good.
It's just so pretty. Like, Williams, if you're listening, stick with the powder blue.
Yeah. We should tweet at our friends Duracell and
Duracell. Stick with the powder blue. Keep the Duracell battery at the top, because I love that. But
the Duracell battery, the fact that the battery remained consistent throughout all the liveries is fucking hilarious to me.
Duracell was like, we paid our money. We paid a good chunk of change. You're keeping it.
It's 100% like a contract thing where it's like exactly what you just said. Like, hey, we paid for this. You're keeping it on there. But like, it doesn't look like stupid or out of place on all.
No, not even it. Like, because it blended with the normal and the Silverstone because it's a darker blue, but it doesn't even stick out with the lighter blue.
Right.
Yeah. No, that one is beautiful. But now I know why McLaren always has 3,000 new sponsors, because every new livery is sponsored by one of their main sponsors. Like the Chrome was Google Chrome. Jack Daniels for Vegas. Like, they all have their own. But yeah, no. Yeah, so Williams number 1 for me. What was number 1 for you?
Keep it going for McLaren. The McLaren Stealth.
Yes. Okay.
I also love, like, I feel like this traces back to like my love for comics and everything. Like, one of my favorite things about comics is just like seeing alternate like suits or like style for characters and whatnot. So it's when like sports teams, like when the Flyers or hockey teams or anybody comes out with like a third jersey, I'm always like, let's fucking see it. Like, let's go. Like,
I'm always stalking. It's
like a cool different take on your normal jersey that we see all the time. So the fact that we get all these like special liveries throughout the year, I love. And like, I mean, I was eating it up this year with McLaren having 5 different ones.
It's so many. When I went back, I was like, oh, okay, McLaren.
It is, they had a lot. And I mean, I love it. It looks so good. I also love just like expressing like different things on like in like this way. And like this maybe fits more with like the helmets, and we can like use this as like a movement over, but like when drivers like personalize their helmets like as much as they want and like to what they want, I always find that so cool because like
with the drivers and the helmets, it's like you're seeing their personality come through.
Exactly.
And that's a good segue. But before, I'm very excited to see if Monster gets a livery next year from McLaren. The green with the orange and black. It will look nice.
Even if they just go like monster green with like skip the orange, just go monster green with black. That would look
so cool.
So good.
That looks so cool. But yes, moving on to the helmets. So like I said, I posted pictures again. I just chose one. These were not my favorite. I just chose one from each driver because like Lando and Charles, they had about 6 to 7 special helmets. So I was not going through the entire, and it was impossible to scroll. So yeah, go through. We have some replies here as well. Hells again, Lando's beach ball, Vegas helmet, and basketball. Basketball is from Miami last year.
Basketball's good. I
Yeah.
forgot about that one.
Joe's Austin helmet, and then Hamilton's chrome helmet, which iconic. And then she also said she loves the 100th helmet, but didn't want to be too predictable with the Lando love. Someone username is Need Validation. Name is Jaden. They also said the Lewis Chrome Dome was easily number 1, and I said yes.
Lewis's Chrome Dome or the Daft Punk helmet is like best reveal too of the helmet.
The entire thing was so good.
Yeah, those pictures were awesome.
I still wish he could have used when the one showed like it looked like a laser eye. I still wish he could have used
that was, oh my God, screamed Daft Punk at me, but I loved it.
Yes. So next, Andreas said that Carlos's neon one, which is Miami, that one is nice for Carlos. And Checo's Mexican GP helmet have to be in the top 3 conversation. So clean, so vibrant, so relevant to the races they were in. I said I'm obsessed with Checo's Mexico one. I love that they posted a graphic so you knew what each single thing meant. That Checo's didn't make it into my top 5, but it's easily 6th. It was pretty, that one, and I did enjoy how they.
That one was awesome. I distinctly remember that one. I loved everything behind it.
Yeah, it was way too pretty. Formula One, she put Lance's Las Vegas helmet essentially the same as his regular, but instead of the normal lines, they were glowy. So it looked like a neon.
It does look good. I
forgot about that.
I think it's the first time I've seen this. I don't remember like ever seeing this one. This is awesome.
Yeah, so I was also trying to go back through because I created a thread for each race if they were special helmets or whatever, but I couldn't go. But I think I posted this one, but yeah, this one was. There were so many helmets for Vegas. Almost every single one had a special helmet.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this one, it's literally so simple, but it's just a little different. I also liked his Canadian one for Canada.
Yes.
Mark said it's hard because there's so many, but Bottas in Canada stands out to me. No easy choice here. And I said, yeah, his Canada one was a highlight. I mean,
his Canada one just looked. It was funny because it like
they all were funny this year for him. They were just
like,
he just had fun with the helmets. Sarah said Valtteri, Joe, Yuki, Checo, and Carlos were some of her tops, and she said George was super boring this season. I said I agree. He only had one, and it wasn't my favorite. It wasn't even that different. He just added some sparkle for Vegas. It was like technically the same helmet, but not that crazy. Casper, I think, went off the pictures at the top. Yes. So she said, gotta be Lando, but Perez is so pretty too. And then I said the one that I have up there for Alonso is also pretty. And she said it's so good for him because Samurai love it. Or he said, sorry. Moore's again, I love this Daft Punk-esque helmet by Lewis Hamilton. Though it definitely deserved a night race appearance and some neon. It did deserve a night race appearance.
Absolutely.
I don't know why he didn't wear
a night race and some like little neon lines on it. Beautiful. Beautiful.
And then there was a Judith. She said any Bottas helmet. They were brilliant.
Yeah.
And then she posted pictures of, I think it's the Japan one, and then which had the mustache.
Yeah.
And his hair, and then the Canada one with him, the whole camping scene. It's just so good.
It tells a little story. I love it.
Yeah. Jennifer, again, my favorite isn't up there, but Pierre's helmet from Austin, the tribute helmet. So perfect, clean, and class. And I said, that one was so nice. I said, I love that one. And the one I have shown, is the one that his friend made, where they asked him to be their child's godparent. So that's why I put that one. But yeah, the special tribute helmet one, especially when you saw what he was basing it off of, it was like identical. That was a good one. Next user name is Paul Lewis. I obviously. David said Max's championship helmet is perfect. The dark blue is accented so well by the gold, and the red just pops up so nicely with it all. I also agree. His dark blue helmet was better than his normal helmet.
The championship helmet is so nice.
Mm-hmm. And the matching boots.
Yes.
So nice. Yeah. Next is Jeff Fernando in Vegas. The depth of the layers was incredible. And I said out of all the Vegas ones, I think his was my favorite, Fernando's. It's not in the pictures above, but I then went back and looked at it, and I do remember that one. Just seeing it. And I think that might be... Oh, I scrolled back up by accident. Hold on, let me see. But yes, that is it. That was all of our friends from Threads giving us their opinions. So do you want to do it again? Do you want me to go first for my helmets or no?
It doesn't matter to me. You want to go first?
Yeah, I can go first. So I'll go 5 and up again. So 5th is Pierre's tribute helmet. Like I said, was so perfect, and I like that he was able to like share it with Sir Jackie Stewart and all that stuff. But when you see the back side by side, it's absolutely identical. And he wore that helmet in Austin. But I think the accident was at Watkins Glen, if I'm correct. I can't remember exactly, but I think it was. 4 was Alex Albon's the split helmet. The one side was dark and the one side was white. It's so good.
It's beautiful, that helmet.
So beautiful. I also like the matte look of it as well.
Yeah.
Like, it's not too shiny, which, side note, he's been having great deals on his website, Alex Albon, like however many days of Christmas and giving. So there's like a new sale every single day. And yesterday, it was something specific, but he posted a picture, like how you can get the very small scale helmets, like the 1/5 or 1/8 or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was like making them as ornaments on a Christmas tree. I said, BRB, you gotta play the lottery so I can buy every small model helmet so I can hang them on my Christmas tree.
That's a great idea.
But yes, back to it. I have Lando's Miami helmet, the beach ball. The beach ball was so good. Also, the pictures he took wearing the helmet in the pool, great. But when you look at the details of the helmet, it looks like the beach ball's a little deflated.
Yes. Wait, that's what I was going to say. If you look at it, you can see in like where the corner would be is like the little ripples, and it adds, it's such a good detail.
Such a good detail. Number 2 is Leclerc's Canada helmet. The one for Vigneault, there was the whole craziness behind it, and he wasn't allowed to wear it for a little bit, but then he was.
Yeah.
But I hit that one's also like a matte, but it's red and black, and it's beautiful. If you also look at side by sides, it looks identical to something they would have worn. But so yeah, it was beautiful. And then number 1, Lewis's chrome helmet. It's just too good not to talk about it.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Such a good design, and it's like, it was so breathtaking when it came out. When he posted those pictures on the drop, and then like even afterwards too, without all the editing and all the professional pictures done, it just looked equally as good, and it was so much fun to look at.
Yeah, it's just the pictures going back. Most of them do okay with like the marketing, like social media pictures beforehand. Pierre went all out for that tribute video, and then obviously when he talked to Sir Jackie Stewart, Alex didn't go crazy. I mean, probably one of the best marketing ones is when he had the golf ball helmet, and he literally took the pictures on the golf course with his girlfriend. Looks like they're hitting the helmet off the tee.
That was a good one.
Yeah, Miami, Lando in the pool. Leclerc had good ones for Canada as well, but it was just like simple on the track, but it makes sense because the track is named after Vigneault. And then obviously, Lewis's chrome helmet was just too good.
Very, very good.
Lewis doesn't have a lot of special helmets, but when he does, he knows how to deliver.
Very good. He does a very good job with all of his special helmets. Mm-hmm. Very good job.
And then, like I said, close 6th is Checo's Mexico helmet. I did like that one a lot.
That one was that one's really fucking cool. The Mexico helmet. All right, my turn.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I feel like this is gonna shock some people, but not you. No,
Oh.
I don't think it'll shock you. I think you'll get my top two right away.
Okay.
All right, so number 5. This one kind of made it in just because it's him. It's Lando's Vegas helmet. I loved the snake design.
It was so different for him.
It was very unique for him. It was cool for Vegas too, because it was like you kind of looked at it and you like got immediately the feelings of just like the desert and Vegas and everything and stuff like that. So number 5 was Lando's Vegas helmet. Number 4, I have Charles's tribute helmet, which I also affectionately referred to that day when you showed me it, the Power Rangers helmet.
Yeah.
And if you've ever watched Power Rangers, I think it's Time something. They travel through time in it. The Red Ranger, his helmet has a red arrow on it, and it kind of looks like Avatar: The Last Airbender, but like it's red and black like that. So when you first sent me the picture case, I was like, oh my God, that's immediately the Power Rangers helmet. Like, that's really cool. I love that.
And then I'm like, no, it's a tribute helmet. And you're like,
yeah.
oh.
But overall, it's like, it's a cool design helmet. And I'm like, there's no link to Power Rangers there. I'm just making that link on my own.
Yeah. No, but I saw other people say it was Power Rangers also.
Right. It's a really cool looking helmet, and it's got a great reason behind it. Even with all the shitty drama that happened around it, it was for a great reason. It was for, and it looked really good. I really enjoyed it. The third one is Alex Albon's golf ball helmet. Same thing. The launch of it was perfect, of just getting pictures with his girlfriend, the professional golfer.
Yeah.
I feel awful because I can't remember her name right now.
Lily,
thank you. Professional golfer. He's literally laying on the course in the helmet, and she's got the driver like up next to it. Just such a cool design too. And it's like, I love golf, so it's like that's just a really cool helmet to see. And something about those helmets, and it's kind of the same thing with Lando's beach ball helmet, like the helmets that are just like one solid thing.
Yeah, and like the basketball one, like it was just.
It's just like something so different than what you see with like these intricate designs on it, and it when it is something solid like that, it pulls it away from, or it pulls my eyes at least off of all the sponsors that are on the helmet and everything, and all the kind of distractions. And it's just like, look at how cool this looks, and it's like, yeah, this looks fucking awesome. Like, so I love that. So this is my number 2. And I feel like the moment I say this one, you're going to be able to guess what my number 1 is.
I was going to say, you haven't said 2 that I've been waiting for you to say. So,
all right. So you know what it is then.
Yeah.
So my number 2, I'm joining the SD Besties on this.
Yeah, okay.
Deadpool helmet.
There it is.
Fucking cool, first of all. And like, that would be, if like, I'm just thinking of myself in that situation of driving F1 cars, I would immediately, like, there would be no doubt in my mind that one of my helmets, at least one a season, would be some form of superhero related. I would love, what I would love to see? You might like this too. A Captain America one for like Coda or something.
Oh, Smash and Vettel had Captain America one.
Oh, did he really?
Yeah, years ago.
Oh, you gotta tell me that. I didn't know he did that. But regardless, I would love to see that. But the Deadpool one just looked really fucking cool. And it was also awesome because it was after Ryan Reynolds had placed money into Alpine. So it like made sense. And then you see the pictures of Esteban Ocon and Ryan Reynolds, meeting, and SC showing him the Deadpool helmet and everything. And it's like,
and Ryan Reynolds actually looked like he was like, this is so cool. Like,
yeah, he
helmet.
He loved it, and it's like, absolutely. So that one, my number 2. And my number 1,
SD Bestie.
We're going back to SD Bestie. And this man, I think took a big step in becoming like second favorite driver, or like
because of this helmet.
And this was his Spider-Man helmet. I mean, this was the most perfectly timed. I can't even say that because it wasn't like it was a coincidence. He 100% did this on purpose. And if I ever meet him, and if I ever get the chance to ask him his question,
you two could probably talk for hours based on your love of comic books and superheroes.
I will ask him, did he make that helmet, his helmet that weekend? Because that was the weekend Spider-Man 2 came out.
When did he wear that one? Was he wearing it in Monaco? when he met Tom Holland.
Oh, this Captain America helmet is cool.
Yes,
This isn't exactly what I had in mind, but this is cool. But I don't know when he wore it the weekend of October 20th, because that's when Spider-Man came out.
Oh, the video game we're talking about. Okay.
Yeah. It's one of the, again, it's that helmet. It was pure red, and it was just had webbing all around it. And, it looked like Spider-Man's suit. And it was something so simple. Just took all of your eyes off of the decals, off of the sponsors, all this stuff. And it was so cool. And it was just, Spider-Man's my favorite character. So seeing somebody else, rep that, like, that would be the first suit that I would do, like, or the first helmet that I would do. So it's like, fuck yeah. Like, it was so cool. If I could get a replica of that helmet, I would in a heartbeat. Like,
I'm sure you can. You have to look it on.
It was so cool. I'm gonna
He
look up.
posted today about having sales, so you should.
Ocon helmet replicas.
He has his own website, so.
But I'm serious. He 100% put that helmet out because it was Spider-Man 2 weekend, and there was no doubt in my mind that between sessions, that man was playing Spider-Man 2. There's no doubt in my mind.
Oh yeah.
So I loved it. I'm on his website right now, so I will see if I can find it. But yes, that's my top 5.
Wait, one I wanted to talk about. It's not on my list. It was close. I mean, I have it in the picture. I have Charles Leclerc's Monaco helmet in the picture, but his brother Arthur also had one for the F2 race in Monaco because it was his first time racing in Monaco as well. But the story behind that one was great as well. They both took inspiration. Well, they filmed a video on like Leclerc's boat or whatever with their helmets, and then their dad that passed his helmet in the middle.
Oh, that's cool.
They took inspiration. It looks exactly like their dad's helmet. Leclerc's was just all red, and then Arthur's was all white, but it had like the same stripes and everything. So that one was a cool one as well. I wanted to mention
that's really cool. I like that.
But yeah, that was our favorite or best liveries and helmets of the season. I'm excited to see what comes next year. I'm excited to see what Joe was able to do when they finally race in China for his home race, because that'll be so good.
I'm hoping for something really cool there. I'm really hoping, kind of like what we mentioned, something really neat with Monster and McLaren. I would love to see Williams step up their game from the Silverstone livery.
I'm hoping there's like good, like, well, if you look, because of what today is in F1 history in 2021, people have been posting the screenshot of Latifi crashing during Abu Dhabi.
Right.
And the livery kind of looks like the Silverstone one. It has Union Jack up in the top.
Interesting.
Yeah. You have to look it up. Let me see if I can find it. Hold on.
Let me look it up. Yeah, I think Nicholas.
The GOAT.
He was the GOAT. Abu.
Oh, no, maybe it's not.
Livery.
It's not the Union Jack, sorry. It kind of looks like it if you first look quickly. But even that's a good livery.
That is a cool livery. With the stripes, are we looking at the same one? Okay. Yeah, that is a cool looking livery. Yeah, I would love to see, like I said, same thing with superheroes, stuff like that. You get these like alternate costumes and alternate, for sports teams, sports jerseys. And I just love to see different and wild takes on the original thing that you get, because like this has always been my biggest thing, is like anytime you're going to get something that's going to be the standard or what's considered the standard, it's always going to play it safe. So it always might be a little bit dull, just a little, just like, hey, we had this idea, but we didn't want to go too radical. So we took a step back.
Yeah.
The radical one comes out when it's like a special jersey or a special livery or stuff like that. So I love seeing these. I'm so excited to see what comes out next year.
I hope Red Bull goes a little more daring.
I'm begging that the RB20 is not the same livery as this year's.
Yeah, because remember this past year we were like, literally you couldn't tell the difference between the last year car and
the two cars.
Same color. Give me like a lighter deep blue, but yeah, it was totally. But even for the special liveries, like it still looks like it's just like the smallest details. And they had like the fans design it, and they did invite them to each race. But yeah, go a little more daring.
You know what would be awesome?
Take a page out of McLaren's book. You have the marketing, Red Bull. You have the budget.
You could do the sky blue, powder blue, and make it work. Red Bull, because
they could.
Red Bull cans, the sugar-free Red Bull cans, are like that baby blue.
Mm-hmm.
Like that would just be I would love to see Red Bull maybe just go a tad bit wilder with their livery this year. I hope. I'm really hoping.
And I hope we get a full season of Daniel Ricciardo. He doesn't disappoint when it comes to special helmets.
He does not. You're right.
But he didn't really do any this year because by the time he came back and then he got hurt and then he came back again. So I hope like a good Australia one. Yeah, he'll have good ones.
He'll definitely go all out.
Yeah. Maybe Logan could do Captain America. I mean
Logan could do Captain America. I would just like to see for Captain America because he already has that helmet that he wears that has his mouth open and everything, like with the A on top. You could make that look so good. You could make that work somehow. There are just so many famous masks and helmets and things in comics that can be very well transplanted over to F1 helmets. And I just praying to God that we get more throughout the years. I saw a motorcycle helmet the other day for the Flash. Oh my God. I wanted to buy a motorcycle just so I could buy this helmet. It was
Who needs a motorcycle? Just wear it when you drive in the car.
It was gorgeous. And it was so well done and it was so detailed and it looked
That's cool.
Awesome. But
You know what I could also see, but I can't now because of Travis and Patrick Mahomes owning part of Alpine, because every year for Miami or this past year, Pierre had like this weird partnership, or he was like the Miami race spokesperson. Didn't make sense why him. I don't really know, but he was the one. But then they also made him do all this stuff with Tyreek Hill. Remember Tyreek Hill was being his physio before. So if Pierre showed up with a Dolphin style helmet. Because that helmet's better than the Chiefs helmet, so don't do the Chiefs. But if he shows up with a Tyreek Hill Dolphins, that'll look so good.
I think
Pierre,
there's a common theme here, and it's just baby blue.
Baby blue. It just works. We're also biased to the baby blue.
There's the Golf livery, baby blue.
Yeah.
Sugar-free Red Bull, baby blue.
Baby blue.
Miami Dolphins, baby blue.
Also, Red Bull, if you're listening, maybe we could talk about this next week. We could re-up our beautiful city of brotherly love so they can come do show runs in Philly because I liked my post on Threads.
Come back to Philly or come to Philly, please.
To Philly, yeah.
Great town.
But yeah, I'm excited to see who delivers. Maybe the rookies get more comfortable, so Oscar and Logan do more. I mean, Oscar has a lot to live up to with that teammate of his who has a new helmet for everything.
He loves pumping out new helmets, Lando.
I also love it was the one, I think it was Silverstone last year. It was a little kid drew it, and Lando followed through and had it as his helmet. It was so cute.
I found that today when I was looking for helmets and everything, and I was like, I wish this was this year's because I immediately would have put that.
Yeah, it's because it's such a cute idea. But I did like how he did it's not on my list, but I did his 100th one with the stickers from each race. That one was cool. But yeah, those were our best helmets and liveries. You have anything else to add?
I have nothing. Close this out here.
Yeah, you can, or I can. I don't care.
You know what? You got it.
Okay.
You got it.
So yeah, thank you all for watching this week's episode of F1 Underground, episode 40. Not our longest one, obviously. All season content. Worth thinking of ideas. And the holidays coming up. But yes, thank you for watching. As always, our handles have been at the bottom the entire time, but please go give us a follow over at Instagram and Threads at Underground F1. The race to 3,000 is on.
Gee.
And please go follow
short
us, aka Owen, over on X at underground_F1. As always, if you have any questions or want us to talk about anything, please shoot us an email at undergroundf1pod@gmail.com. As always, also, I always post. I didn't do it today because I already asked about the helmets and liveries, but I normally ask like if they have any questions and stuff on social media. Also, please leave us a review on the show wherever you listen to your podcast. It helps us grow and reach new people. And then also, please give a follow on our main YouTube page for the Underground Network at Underground Sports Philadelphia. Did you update the number?
That is the updated number. You have.
No, it's got to change. I'm not reading.
You can't read that number aloud.
As of right now, as this recording, please don't curse us. Underground Sports Philadelphia sits at 666 subscribers. And we're hoping to reach 1,000 as soon as possible. Just helps us do different content. But like we always say, there's something literally for anyone over there. If you're a Philadelphia sports fan, a little depressed after this past week's football game.
Yeah.
Kyle went on a rant. The Flyers are fun.
Damn right they are. The Flyers
Dreamer
are
season. It's TV shows. Lacrosse. There's lacrosse news. Yeah, it's literally something for everyone over there. But yeah, thank you so much for listening, and we will be back next week. See ya.
Peace out.